Hello ladies, gents, and everyone, and welcome back. It is Thursday, April 1st, and we're here to talk about this week's space and astronomy news. And first up, I should probably have some funny April Fool's joke, but I really don't, I'm sorry. We're just gonna actually talk about the real news. So we have been waiting for Starship SN11, another high altitude test flight for SpaceX's Starship prototype. And that finally happened this week on Tuesday. It launched in a heavy fog on Tuesday, and yeah, it didn't go so well. Because of the fog, I don't have as much of the cool footage to show you of the actual flight, but it was similar to the previous high altitude flight. It went up to about 10 kilometers at apogee. The belly flop descended. However, then it experienced what SpaceX calls a rapid unscheduled disassembly, aka it blew up. Now, it looks like SpaceX is still investigating exactly what happened, but obviously something did go wrong, and so this wasn't a successful landing for the SN11. So next up is actually going to be SN15. There's been some advances in the prototypes, and so skipping some of those intermediate steps and moving straight to SN15. There is not an expected launch day yet, but Elon Musk said it should be moving out to the landing pad in a few days, so probably sometime next week. So yeah, looking forward to seeing if SN15 will be the big step forward that SpaceX is hoping that is going to be. The full crew for the upcoming Inspiration 4 mission has been announced. So this is going to be the first all-civilian mission to space, and it's expected to happen later this year. In fact, now they're saying launch is no earlier than September 15th of this year, which is actually a little bit earlier than they were previously expecting. So two of the crew members had already been announced. One is the CEO of Shift for Shop, and the other was a childhood cancer survivor. So now the last two seats have been filled. The Prosperity seat is going to be taken by Dr. Cian Proctor of Tempe, Arizona, and the Generosity seat by Christopher Sembrowski of Everett, Washington. Not gonna lie, I've never been so jealous of people in my entire life, but really exciting news for them. Congratulations to them. And this is really going to be a very exciting mission. And SpaceX has announced that the Crew Dragon capsule that Inspiration 4 is going to use is actually going to have this kind of glass dome cupola on it. So they will actually have 360-degree views when they are up in space, which is... Did I mention I'm jealous? Really exciting. Looking forward to that launch and this opportunity for civilians to get to space. Over on Mars, we're getting ready for another really exciting milestone, and that is the first flight attempt by the Ingenuity helicopter, which is carried on board the Perseverance rover that recently landed on Mars. Now, before the helicopter can fly, it has to be deployed from the rover, and it's actually in the process of doing that right now. And it's a very slow process. This takes actually about 6 sols for the helicopter to be fully deployed. But after the helicopter is fully deployed, then Perseverance is going to drive a little bit away so that it's not in the way for the flight and so that it can be the photographer for the flight. So we should get great video of the flight from Percy. And yeah, this is going to be the first attempt ever at controlled powered flight on another planet. And that's a pretty significant engineering challenge given the lack of atmosphere and the low gravity and just everything on Mars. So hopefully it will work out, but even if not, I'm sure scientists will learn a lot. But yeah, it's really exciting. NASA is saying no earlier than April 11th for this flight attempt with Ingenuity. So looking forward to that. And then a little bit farther from home, but still within our solar system, there's some exciting science news coming from Uranus. So scientists have actually detected X-rays from Uranus for the very first time. Now, these observations were actually done previously in 2002 and 2017 by the Chandra X-ray Observatory. However, the data has just now been analyzed and released in a paper that was published this week. So these X-ray observations are what are shown in pink on top of just a plain visible light picture of Uranus. And this, like I said, is the first time we've detected X-rays from Uranus. Now, this could just be X-rays from incoming sunlight that are being scattered off of the atmosphere of Uranus, but there's a possibility that there's actually X-ray source on Uranus itself. And that could be either from the rings of Uranus or possibly from aurorae in the atmosphere. So this is really exciting, and it's really cool just that we've finally had this chance to detect these X-rays from this ice giant that's a little bit of a mystery to us, just way out there in the outer reaches of our system. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll come back next week. Have a good one. Bye.